Hey guys, Moose here. Welcome to another episode of Heat Signature. We're going to be continuing to play as Breaker Singy. I think I only have $19. Okay. Did I already get the personal mission available? Yeah, I did. Okay, so I just needed. Actually, can I do this? I think I might have actually been ready for this. Short blade. I need crash beams ideally. Okay, well, let's make some more money. I don't totally like this. Is good that they have a glitch dash, but I don't know. It's also got a time limit on it, so that's not ideal. Go in for some. Nope, that's not happening. Well, this one should be fine because I have a hammer, so no big deal. Let's get in there. Playing this makes me want to go back and play X3, but there's no time. There's never any time. If you don't know what X3 is, it's kind of like single player Eve online. No chance. Oh, okay. "30 seconds until capture." I didn't notice that. Okay, this is much more challenging than I expected. Alright, I lose. And I'm actually going to lose my character too. Well, that's some shit. Can I rescue Breaker Singy? Nope. Alright, well I just keep working on this mission then, I suppose. Well, that really sucks. I did not realize how much of a time limit there was, and that led to me rushing, and I paid a price for that, so... I am clearly rusty after not having that episode over the weekend, I guess. So I actually just sent a tweet out about this before recording this episode. You'll be able to see it on Twitter if you follow me there. I haven't finished watching it because it's late and I need to record this before I go to bed, but there is a podcast that I particularly enjoy because I like the people that run it, which is Roundtable Live, which is Bear Taffy's podcast. He's a YouTuber and streamer, of course, same thing. Mathis Games, who's one of my favorite guys, is in there too. You got Northern Line and Rockley Smile are the other two. And recently, runs every Friday by the way, at least I think that's the schedule. I almost never watch it live. But anyway, the most recent episode of it, I believe, they had Edmund McMillan on, who is the developer for Super Meat Boy and Binding of Isaac, I think. He's the main dude. He's a pretty cool dude. Seems like a really good guy. So it was pretty fun to listen to. And one of the main reasons why, and this has gotten significant attention now, thankfully. Well, maybe not that much, but there's at least one article about it, which is significant enough. He told a story about a guy who worked for PopCap, which was like a small like minigame developer kind of thing. And I'm not going to be able to take both these guys out. PopCap got bought by EA, if you were unaware. And EA, basically the short version of the story, and you should definitely go listen to the whole thing, is that EA wanted to turn this guy's game into a... Okay, I'm in deep shit here. Microtransaction heavy game, basically. And the guy didn't really agree, didn't want to do it, so he got fired for it. And that was quite a while ago. So it's kind of, maybe not funny, and it's a guy losing his job. That's never fun, but interesting to hear that EA's been pulling shit like that for quite some time now. It's certainly not new, so I'm not going to pretend I can really have a really good conversation about that. I'm not really in any way in the industry. You know, I do my thing on YouTube and Twitch, and that's fine, but I'm not an insider in any way. I don't have any stories to tell there. I can tell you things about work in general, and the general idea is that I think maybe a lot of time people get it in their head that they speak for the company, and often they actually do, because if the people going against them are higher up or lower beneath them, basically, or not well respected, what winds up happening is they just, whatever, people go with that, as long as they're not doing something crazy. So they pretty much get away with anything, and not anything, but they get their way is the idea. So I see that a lot, where people are being really, really stupid. Like, we have there's a metric that we have, and everyone knows it's bullshit because the way they calculate it is completely insane. And they're basically like artificially reducing it by calculating it in a completely stupid way and making other people look bad by doing that, because that's what they want to do. And no one ever calls them on it in meetings. No one ever goes and says, look, this is stupid. Why would you ever measure this in this way? This is not supported by any understanding of statistics. And they just get away with it because no one's gonna... The person running it is high enough up that it's just sort of like, fine, whatever. Just deal with it. All the people who are getting hurt by it are lower than him, so tough. And that kind of situation, I think, not to say EA isn't absolutely responsible for everything that happened there, they are. I think that's a company's culture and mentality, is that they're going to make exploitative games. That's just the way they operate. But it's basically, it kind of highlights this, I think, business culture thing, and this is the one way I guess I can kind of relate my experiences to it, where basically if someone's beneath you, they can't do anything. They can't disagree with you, they can't argue with you unless you let them. So you basically have, in many ways, especially when you're talking about, I think, an acquisition where, you know, this is a different company, you purchase them, they're outsiders until they earn their way inside by sucking whatever local genitals get them not promoted, but get them respect, I guess. And it's just, come on, seriously? Being real right now? It's stupid, and that's kind of the way business works, I think. And it comes from the top. It contributes to a lack of accountability. It contributes to decisions being made in a way that is not beneficial to the company or anyone other than the individuals making the decisions. It's not a good way to run a business. I think it's a sickness that infects a business, and if nothing is done about it, it can lead to the death of a business, I think. And, you know, that's just my opinion. You could definitely argue that that's not true, that it's normal and fine. Wow. That guy killed his buddy. I'm a little amazed the teleport happened that quickly. Anyway, secured the ship. But yeah, it's... I think it kind of points to, and maybe this is... I think you could, to a degree, generalize Activision's done a lot of nasty shit too. That's a point that's touched on in that conversation that I referenced, the Roundtable live discussion about this. There's a lot of examples of the big companies basically trying to be as exploitative as possible, and it's basically, you can pass it off as, oh, it's big business, that's how they work, they have responsibility to the shareholders, and the accepted mentality is that just means that you should be an asshole, basically, and that's just the way things are. And that's some of it, I think, but it's also just that it's really difficult to keep a large group of people operating in a way that is good. It's incredibly easy, I think, with any large group, smaller groups of a-holes screwing it up for everyone have a much easier time than the people trying to keep things kosher, basically. It's really easy to be a dick. So, and mess it up for everyone. And I think that happens. The reason a lot of big companies fail is because of exactly that. People start, buying into their hype, or believing they know better than everyone else, believing they know better than the customer, what the customer wants, turning it into a personal fight instead of trying to say, okay, well, what's the right decision for the business and for the world at large within the context of the business, or however you want to explain it. There's a lot of different ways I think you can fall into a trap like that, and it causes tremendous problems. And I think what you see with companies like EA, Activision, all these companies right now definitely is, in my mind, indicative of that. It's absolutely an issue of, okay, pay. It's an infection that can spread from however many people and causes these problems, I think. It's a disease of business. Right, there's an available Defector Mission because it's the stupid one that I hate. I forget. I hate how this scrolling works. It's so annoying to figure out. Sometimes I always, like, WASD doesn't work. You have to do it differently, which is very irritating. Here we go down here. But yeah, I really don't like large groups of people. I think they have a very big tendency to make really bad decisions and do things that no one is actually happy with, except for a small group of people that are personally benefiting from it. And you can scale that to any side. Like, you can, whether it's governments or companies, anything that gets to a certain size can be good for a while, but eventually turns to shit, I think. And it can come back around and get better, but you still have these significant periods of turning to shit, I think. Anyway, we're going to assassinate Kia Rotanev with a long-blade subverter and Sidewinder. What do we got? This, no problem. There's two guys here. That wasn't so bad. Okay, I'm getting lucky here. I need to calm down and be smarter about this. There's no timer, so I should just continue clearing. Basically, as long as I don't trigger an alarm, I'm alright. Okay. I'm not going to ask why that was an alarm. That was very odd. I need to get in here. I gotta restart. I charged into that guy's sword like a moron. I don't know why I took his body. There we go. There's some money here. Is it worth the time to retrieve it? Certainly not. Where's the captain? I think this one's a restart. That's a little bit too quick. take this Joker out. Think I can get all 3 of these? I think there's only 3. There might be 4. Yeah, there's one dude right here. Why were they all separated? That's very strange. And I guess probably what happened that first time when we got the alarm set off, I would imagine someone stumbled on a corpse somewhere. That's fine. Where's this guy going? He's gonna come... Oh, no, he's not. Alright. That's actually a problem. I'll get him lured in here. I can't. That actually worked a lot better than I expected. Alright, we got this. Turn off the gun, and we're clear. Alright. I need these jokers to come fight me. Probably not going to come this way, though. Oh, hey, one of them is. He might go south, though. Nope, he's coming to me. Alright. Free kill. Nothing to pick up. But yeah, and this sort of contributes to a lot of feelings I have about not really wanting to work for others. I feel like I don't like reporting to people because I really don't feel comfortable being beholden to their decisions when I frequently feel like their decisions are stupid. I would much rather work for myself. I can be self-motivated, I can do all the things I need to do to run my own business and everything. That's not a problem. It's much better, in my mind, to do that than be responsible for reporting to someone else, being beholden to someone else when I really don't like that. That was dangerous. Worked out. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if the guy sees me. Is that new music? I think this is new music. It's really good. Got some kind of like... Not really electric guitar, but like... I'm terrible with music. I couldn't tell you what this is, actually. It's good, though. Let's hope he comes this way. Is that ammo? That is not ammo. Eh, they're just gonna go north. I mean... Oh, I never picked up a gun. I already killed the captain, so who gives a shit, right? Doesn't really matter. These guys are spread out. Making this as easy as possible for me. Okay, everyone else is up north, so just go secure that, take the ship. Actually, we could bail, I think, right? I can't tell. I think we can just leave. Yeah, go ahead. Come get mad at me, see if I give a shit. I am done here. Doesn't really benefit me to take the ship, so I'm just gonna get the hell out. I think we got time for one more mission. But yeah, I want to either work for myself or own and operate my own company, which I have lots of thoughts about, but I mean, you gotta get there first. It's not something you can just start doing. Okay, we go back to this guy, I think. Yeah, alright. We got one more. Enigma, no living witnesses. Alright, that seems not that bad. Just means murder everyone. Alright. Well, this should be no problem at all. Come on, get in there. Basically just means that everyone dies. There should be... Oh no, this is the last dude. Alright. Well then. Where's the key? Hiding in the wall. There it is. I always hate this. I guess that, you know, it's not totally hiding in the wall, but still it's annoying. Because it is the same color as the walls, which is maybe a little bit of a design issue. I don't know, you could argue it either way. It'll flash if you highlight over stuff anyway, so it's not that bad. Minor gripe, I suppose. Anyway, with that successful mission, that is going to do it for today's episode. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you'll join us on the next one as well. If you did enjoy it, you can come by twitch.tv/electronicmoose on Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, 6 to 8 p.m. PST, 9 to 11 p.m. EST. Feel free to come by and check out a stream if you like. You can also follow me on Twitter to see when I'm going to go live at Electronic Moose. But if you'd prefer just to watch videos on YouTube, I appreciate that all the same. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.